Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. How are you, boys and girls? I hope you're having a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I think we're going to start seeing again. All during the cold winter, we didn't see these things, but now that it's warm and sunny and the flowers and the trees are starting to grow, you might start seeing some insects. Sometimes we call insects bugs, but they're just little creatures that have 6 legs, and they also have what we call a head, a thorax, which is like a middle part, and an abdomen, which is the other part. So 6 legs, head, thorax, abdomen, and actually antennas as well, 2 of them. The insect that I'd like to talk about today is a bee. And Little Mouse was excited about that. He's prepared to teach you a little poem that he's been working on about bees. Maybe you've heard it before and maybe not, but he'll show you how he does it. He's been practicing. Little Mouse, come on up. Here he is. Come on, Little Mouse. Say hi to everybody. He is. He's so excited to see you. I told the boys and girls that you were working on a poem about bees. Is that true? And are you ready to show everybody? He is. So here's what he does. He's going to pretend, he's talking about bees and bees' homes. So he's going to pretend that he's got the hive here and the bees are inside of it. So he's covering up one of his little mouse paws with the other one. Are you ready? I'll say it and you act it out, Little Mouse, okay? All right, he's ready. Here is the beehive, right here. But where are the bees? Little Mouse is looking for them. They're hidden away where nobody sees. Watch and you'll see them come out of the hive. Ready, Little Mouse? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, he flew them all out of his hive. Little Mouse, I'm wondering, what do you think of bees? Do you like them? Oh, but he said sometimes they sting, and he doesn't like that part. Well, you know, Little Mouse, what I can tell you about bees stinging is that you just need to stay away. You just need to let the bees fly around. And if there's some bees flying by you, I would just stay still. Because if you make your arms go around, you might actually scare them. And that's the reason they'd sting, boys and girls, if we scared them by making our arms go all over the place. So when you see some bees, just sit quietly or quietly walk away. Okay, Little Mouse, so you don't have to worry about stings. It doesn't really happen very often, and if you're not running around, I think you'll be fine. Okay? All right. Little Mouse is going to go and have a little snack. He knows that I have a story that I really wanted to read you today. And the story, of course, is about bees, and I want to show you. So this bee is an insect. And remember, I said insects have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. And then they have 3 body parts, the head, the thorax, and the abdomen, 2 antennas. And this insect, of course, a bee, has wings as well. So I'm going to read you a story called The Honeybee and the Robber. And in case you were wondering what a robber is someone who takes something that doesn't belong to them And in this story, it's kind of a mystery. We don't know who the robber is, but you'll find out when I read for sure. So here's the story of the honeybee and the robber. And the book's author is Eric Carle. And as you can see, here's a big tree. There's many, many, many little bees flying around. And now we're ready to start. In a hive inside an old hollow tree, there lived a honeybee, and with her lived many, many other bees. One warm morning, the air was filled with the sweet smell of flowers. The honeybee and her sisters flew out of the hive. And I can make that happen. This is a special book. I can make things move. So there the bee goes flying out of the hive. The flowers opened their petals to welcome the honeybee. See how the petals opened? Inside each flower was a tiny droplet of nectar. With her long tongue, the honeybee sipped up a little nectar. The honeybee flew from flower to flower, gathering nectar. When she had gathered enough, she started to fly back to the hive. But a hungry bird swooped down and tried to catch her. But the honeybee was much too quick. There, she made it away from the bird. Then the honeybee was thirsty. So she flew to a pond to drink some water. A hungry fish and a hungry frog both tried to catch her. But the honeybee was much too quick for them, too. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite page. Look at that. Then a butterfly fluttered by. "Let's play," it said. And together the honeybee and the butterfly danced in the sky. "I must go now," said the honeybee after a little while. "The baby bees must be fed and honey must be stored." There's the tree. The hive in the old tree was a busy place. Bees were coming and going. At the entrance to the hive stood a guard bee. So this is the entrance right here. You'd better be careful," said the guard bee to the honeybee. "They say there's a robber about." But the honeybee paid no attention. She crawled past the guard and into the hive. Inside were rows and rows of cells made of wax. Some were filled with honey, which the bees love to eat. The bees had made the honey from nectar. "Where did you find all this nectar?" the honeybees asked. "Watch me dancing and you'll see," replied the honeybee. And she danced around and around to show them. See, since honeybees can't talk, they tell other bees things with their dancing. Then she saw the queen bee in another part of the hive. The queen was busy laying eggs, one egg in each cell. All these little shapes are cells. Each egg would hatch into a baby bee called a larva. Some of her other eggs had already hatched. One larva had just become a full-grown bee. Do you see how it popped right out of that cell? The honeybee was watching the new bee as it crawled out of its cell, and suddenly she heard a terrible noise. Grrr, grrr. A robber, cried the honeybee. Now remember, a robber is somebody or something that takes things that don't belong to them. Let's see who this robber is. Do you have a guess? Oh my goodness, it was a bear trying to break in and steal the honey. Grrr, he growled as he scratched at the tree. And I'll help him scratch a little bit there. The guard bee hadn't seen him, but the honeybee had. See, there he is. He's trying to get in. What do you think he wants? Not the bees. He wants their honey. Out flew the little honeybee and stung the big bear, right on his nose. Did you see that? Ouch! Yelled the bear. And ouch, ouch! Yelled the bear again as more bees rushed out to sting the honey robber. And the bear ran away as fast as he could. There he goes. The queen, the eggs, the larvae of the bees, and the honey queen were safe again. In the hive inside the old hollow tree, all was quiet. It's nighttime, time for rest, and tomorrow would be another very busy day. Well, I hope you liked the story of the honeybee and the robber, and that you learned a little bit about bees and insects and honey. So have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye.